Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So before starting my video, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get updated with the notes. If you like my video, then please press the like button and do comment also. So let's start. In today's topic, I will tell you about the theory X and theory Y. So let's start. Douglas MacGregor expressed his views on human relation nature in two set of assumptions. They are popularly known as theory X and theory Y. Theory X stands for the set of traditional beliefs held, while theory Y stands for the set of beliefs based on research in behavioral science that are concerned with modern social views on the man at work. These two theories represent the extreme ranges of assumptions. You can see in the diagram in the theory X, people only work for the money. In theory Y, individuals are highly self-motivated. They want to do from their inner peace. In theory X, people don't like work, but in theory Y, people like to do work. Theory X assumptions are negative. So, what does this mean? This means that employee inherently dislikes work and whenever possible, they will attempt to avoid it. Since employee dislike work, they must be coerced, controlled, or threatened with punishments. Employee will avoid responsibilities and seek formal direction whenever possible. Most workers place security above all other factors and will display little ambitions. Managers who accept theory X assumptions tend to structure, control, and closely supervise their employee. These managers think that external control is appropriate for dealing with unreliable, irresponsible, and immature peoples. Drawing heavily on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, MacGregor concluded that theory X assumptions about the nature of a man are generally inaccurate, and management practice that develop from these assumptions will fall often to motivate individuals to work toward organizational goals. Given the drawbacks of theory X, so he developed the alternative theory of human behavior that is known as theory Y. So let's talk about the theory Y assumptions that are positive. This means that employee can view work as being as natural as rest or play. People will exercise self-direction and self-control of they are committed towards the objectives. The average person can learn to accept, even seek responsibilities. The ability to make innovations decision is widely spread throughout the populations. Managers who accept theory Y assumption about the nature of a man do not attempt to structure, control, or closely supervise the employee. Instead, these managers help their employee mature by subjecting them to progressively less external control and allowing them to assume more and more self-control. Thus, theory Y aim at establishment of an environment in which employees can best achieve their personal goal by consulting, participating, and communicating themselves to the objectives of the organizations. In this process, employees are expected to exercise a large degree of internal motivations. Theory X assumes that lower order needs to be dominates individuals. Theory Y assumes that higher order needs to dominate individuals. McGregor himself held to believe that Theory Y assumptions were more valid than Theory X. There is no evidence to confirm that either set of assumption is valid. Either Theory X or Theory Y assumption may be appropriate in a particular situations. Theory X and Y management application business implication for workforce motivation. So if theory Y hold, an organization can apply these principles of scientific management to improve employees' motivations. So these are the principles. That is, first one is decentralization and delegation. If firm decentralize control and reduce the number of level of management, then manager will have to more subordinate and consequently will be forced to delegate some responsibilities and decision making. Second one is job enlargement. This means broadening the scope of an employee's jobs and add variety and opportunities to satisfy ego needs. Third one is participative management. This means to consult employee in the decision making process, tap their creative capacity and provide them with some control over their work environment. Fourth one is performance appraisal. Having the employee set objectives and participate in the process of evaluating how well they are met. So, if properly implemented, such an environment will result in a high level of workforce motivation as employees work to satisfy their higher level of personal need through their jobs. So that's all what I have tell you about the theory X and theory Y. If you have not understood any slides, then feel free to comment me in the comment box. Your comment will help us to improve more and more. So always try to give your feedback. And if you like my video, please press the like button and don't forget to press the bell icon and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching my video till the end.